Thank you for clicking on the link. This is the Tsunami Volleyball information session for the 2019-2020 season. This session is for our elite teams, and the expectation is if you are watching this that you have played with us at an elite level previously or you have extensive knowledge of the club volleyball scene. The goal of this session is to provide you with the information necessary for the 2019-20 season in the most expeditious manner possible. If you have additional questions, obviously back the session up, or feel free to call us at Tsunami at 404-661-0836. These first few slides are just to give a little history of who we are and what our athletes have accomplished over the last few years, including our class of 2019, which we're actually have a couple of additions to this slide that we haven't put on yet, and our class of 2020 athletes that have committed to play in college while they were playing with us. The rest of these slides are just a little bit of a history, and you'll see in these slides that there's a little bit of everything: Division I, Division II, III, NAIA, and junior college ball. One of our first changes this season is our recruiting process for our athletes 15s through 18s. It will be a mandatory thing for any athletes that want to play in college that they complete certain tasks during the season. This past year, I did not hold them specifically accountable, and this year, in order to participate, you're going to have to do a few things. There will be a recruiting meeting at the beginning of the season that all non-committed athletes will be required to attend, and then there will be part of the recruiting process that has to be maintained over the course of the season, including checking in with me as far as what is being done and is not being done. So more of that, more information on that will come out at the recruiting meeting that is happening in December. It's already on the calendar, and we'll share that information with you after tryouts. Our only change regarding travel this season is that we are pre-booking a few things for you guys. For some of our elite teams that are traveling to away tournaments, we have already booked airfare and hotels, and so you'll be able to just claim them at our discounted rate rather than having to go and secure your own. So if your team is one of the ones playing in one of those tournaments, you'll get the information as you get your travel schedule. You'll also get the information where you can book one of our discounted rates. So again, you don't have to, but you have that option. We are super excited about the expansion. We're calling it the Annex for now because we're not creative enough to come up with anything else. The auto parts people are moving out. That's going to provide us somewhere in the neighborhood of about 40 additional spots in the front and the back for parking, which is a godsend. Plus, it will provide us with 2 additional competition courts, and it will provide us space to put in a weight room and a physical therapy office. So we have the physical therapist that's already coming in, and we are purchasing the equipment. We have signed the lease already. We will bust the wall out starting in November, and then we should be full speed ahead by January with being able to use the new facility. The weight room portion will be available to us prior to that. We will turn where we have the food tables into our weight room while we're preparing all of the other stuff. So anyway, super excited about that. I think that has been one of the things that has been lacking in our program up to this point. On that same note, at North, we have secured what I think will be a long-term option for us as far as facilities are concerned at North. It's a new church that's a small church that has purchased an old church. And anyway, they basically are allowing us to renovate their facility. So we're going to add some things in there that we've never been able to do before at North until that lease is signed and all of the components are completely taken care of. I don't want to put that out publicly, but I think you guys are going to find a different experience at North. I know we're going to have access to the gym space, still negotiating how much we can do in terms of a weight room and training facility for our North locations. But man, it looks like things are getting beginning to grow there like we've wanted them to for the past 10 years. In case you've forgotten, you should play the age group that you are as of September 1st, 2020. If I am 13 years old on September 1st, then I would play in the 13 and under category of competition. Tryout times are posted here. As you are aware, elite tryouts is a 2-day process. Day 1 is positional work and a lot of individual stuff, and then day 2 we look to finalize teams and we do a good bit of competition work. So it is in your best interest to make it to both days. Specifically day 1, where we start to put together a good bit of our top elite teams. Looking at costs for this upcoming season for 2019-2020, 10s, 11s, and 12s, you guys have 2 options. There's the elite level as well as the select level. At 10s and 11s, this is your only 10s and 11s team. The other is to join the 12 and under training sessions at Select, which are both great programs, just a little different focus from the families typically. 13s, 14s, you guys will continue as we have in the past, doing 2 qualifiers, not mandating nationals up front. 15s through 18s, you guys are participating in nationals in July, and your costs include that fee. So make sure you put that on your calendar. Don't schedule any vacations and miss the opportunity to go to USA or AAU nationals. As is always the case in the past. These figures are everything that you would pay to Tsunami. It's inclusive of uniforms, travel, training, everything that has to do with Tsunami. The only thing it does not cover are your travel costs for you and your family. So you will need to make arrangements for that. We've always said if you want to stay at the Ritz or the Motel 6, we don't really care in most instances. As is always the case, Heather and crew will put together a travel blocks for you at hotels. You don't have to do the homework that way, but you also can, if you choose to step outside of that, you can, except at stay-to-play events, which are your national qualifiers. For North, your fees are very similar to what we're doing at South in terms of 11s and 12s. There are 2 options. One is listed here, and then there's also the 12 select program. 12s are the same way. There is an elite program of a couple of teams, and then the select program of training model. The difference here, 13s and 14s are the same. The difference here is, as you guys are aware, 15s through 18s are not mandated that you go to nationals at this point. We hope that will be something in the future, but at this point we will continue, as we have the past couple of seasons, to offer AAU nationals to anyone that wants to go. We've had some teams go down that have had some pretty good experiences. So I hope you guys, if you're interested in continuing after the season, will plan on joining us through July as we compete in either USA Nationals if you earn a bid or AAU Nationals. For 18s this year, it's something we've done in the past. We're putting together a tournament team. Basically, these are athletes that have enjoyed playing the game. They still want to play, but they're not necessarily looking at playing in college. This team will practice twice a week, and you'll play a local schedule. But at 18s, your local schedule includes a few national qualifiers and some really big tournaments. So you get the full club experience at a fraction of the cost without the intention of continuing play after April. So it's a good option. We hope you guys will grab some friends and come out and play. We are also planning your practice schedule this season to include a good bit of positional work, specifically on Sundays. So be on the lookout for perhaps your Sunday schedule changing a little bit from November to December to something maybe a little different from January to April as we work to put you guys in the best position to be successful. We have made a big push to give you guys additional opportunities to get in the gym and train, and I invite you to do so. Our Sunday sessions have been going great. We're doing midweek clinics as well, so go to the website, click on clinics. There's always something being offered at the gym during the week. If you need extra reps, come in, and it's all of our best coaches. So please come out. Please spend the time in the gym. Let's work to get better. As always, call us or email us if we can do anything for you or answer any questions. Heather is available at that phone number all the time. The email address goes to myself, Dunn, and Heather. And then my cell phone number is 770-490-7878. If you need me, this is Jeff. See you guys in the gym.